Hey, how's it going guys? Jandy here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I just want to share with you guys how I was able to do $100,000 for the first time on one of my stores using Shopify Dropshipping. But before we start, I just want to give you guys an encouragement of the day. So I was listening to a podcast this morning and this dude was asking, what is your current level in terms of your business, your finance, your relationship, your fitness and all that stuff. Now in this context, level 10 is at the maximum. He then mentioned that every time we hit a limit or we think we're not growing anymore or we can't go further, we have just covered 40% of our capacity. So imagine that 60% still accessible for us. 40% imagine as a level 4 and 100% as level 10. And every time we hit the limit or plateau, we are just at level 4. So if we push ourselves way past that limit, then we'll have that access to the rest of the capacity. Now last year my first goal was to hit $100,000 and I did that. And this year I have a goal of $1 million and at the moment I'm about 33% there. When I was listening to the podcast, I asked myself, what is my current level in terms of my businesses? Honestly, I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. I think I'm only at level 3 or level 4. I know I can do more. I know I can push even further with my store. So to just sum this up, I encourage you guys to just take action. We only have one life. Make sure it counts. Make sure you are always leveling up, and if you're telling yourself you're only at level 2, level 3, level 4, make sure you go past that level. Try aim for level 6 and then level 7 and then level 8. Always grow, always take action, and always have the strength to go past your limit. Anyways, you know how it is. If you learned something new here, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and that notification bell. Cool, so I'm gonna show you guys how I was able to generate my first $100,000 store using Shopify Dropshipping. This is back in June 2018 and it took me a few months before I was able to reach that amount. This is not the store here on your screen. This is a different store that I'm scaling. The one that I said that I wanted to reach $1 million on. This is a niche general store. It doesn't mean that general store doesn't work anymore. I still have one and I use that to test products which I turn into a niche general store. So I still recommend to do a general store. They still work and I still highly suggest that you guys run a general store to test products which then you turn into a niche general store because it's just easier to scale and more profitable. So let's get started with this blueprint. I'm going to show you guys step by step on how I got $100,000 back in 2018 using Shopify Dropshipping. We are going to discuss how I found the product, why I tested the product launching strategy, initial testing, scaling, and also what I could have done better. First of all, how I found the product and what was the product research strategy that I used. I first searched in Google top problems in 2018. I know this is a weird way to do your product research, but I made it work anyway. I searched for this because I want to find a product that solves a problem. So why not search for top problems in 2018? And I found that healthcare was in demand. You know, there's always problems there, and I'm going to try find a product from Amazon and AliExpress. So I first went on bestsellers, Amazon, didn't find a product there. Went on AliExpress, I found a product, but it wasn't it. So I scrolled down, there was recommendations at the bottom of AliExpress page. I still think this is how you're gonna find hidden gems, you know, those products that haven't been scaled before. And this is exactly what the product is. I found it on the AliExpress suggestion recommendation products at the bottom. I went on and checked if anyone was advertising the product or have advertised it previously. I saw a couple of stores that did advertise it, but they only had photos. I immediately thought I can create a video, launch the product, and that's what I did next. So why did I test this product? It was a problem solving product. It solves a problem, so my product description was all about how it would solve their problems. No one was advertising with videos. There's a big indication that you can scale up to 6 to 7 figures. There was already demand on AliExpress, high perceived value, and very unique. Now I did a video of 7 unique product research methods and how to find 100k winning products. Go ahead and watch that. It's gonna help you guys a lot if you haven't done so. This one's an important one here. Already imagine who I can target before I even launch the product. What I mean by that is when I test my products on Facebook ads, who am I gonna target? I can already imagine when I saw the product, I'm gonna target these guys. You know, everyone with a smartphone could use this, so that's a big bonus there. Product launch, all the requirements. Now, like I said previously, this was a general store. I only had 2 products there. The second product was this one that made me $100,000. So if you're launching a general store, you don't need a lot of product, because 95% of the time your customers won't even click on another page. They're just going to be focused on the page that you direct them to. Product description, benefits of the products and how it would solve their problems. I also made a video on how you can create a very good funnel for your customers for them to purchase. The third point here, try to find high quality images. If the quality is not good in AliExpress, try find different product images. The product initial cost was $11.40 and I was selling for $30. So there's about $18 profit margin there. So back then, you know, it was a very good margin when you're doing Facebook ads. I created one BuzzFeed style video, 50 seconds, and one engaging thumbnail. This year I don't recommend that. Make at least 3 different videos and test that. So I was pretty lucky with that one last year. If you haven't watched how I create BuzzFeed style videos that you can use when advertising on Facebook, go ahead and watch that as well. Now after product launching, obviously you're gonna need to test your products. I tested my product using Facebook ads. I'm gonna show you guys my testing strategy back then. I tested worldwide $5 7 ad sets. There was few add to carts but no sales after a few days. So I saw there was demand. Then I decided, why don't I just test USA only? I tested that with 5 interests, $5 budgets per ad set. I saw that there were very good stats. You know, there were high click-through rate, low cost per click for US, very low CPM, and high video watch time. So, you know, people were engaged. It's a very good indication that you are showing the right video to the right audience. If you can match the right video to the right audience, then you are going to be profitable straight away. That's why I recommend you test at least 3 videos, because you don't know which videos will match with your audiences. First 3 days already profitable after testing USA, okay? Good indication that the product is a winner. I'm gonna show you guys my business manager and how I started this. As you can see here, the bottom one is the worldwide one. I spent about $50 for the first few days, okay? Very low cost per click, very low CPM. That's purchase objective, by the way. So you can hardly get that nowadays. Like I said, there was few add to carts, only 1 sale. So I was at a loss. A couple of days later, I tested USA only, okay? And this is after 4 days. The result was a very good, okay? I created 5 ad sets, $5 per ad set, only 1 video, high CPM, very low cost per click, a very low CPM for USA only, and I was already profitable. 1.93 ROAS. Our break-even margin was about $19, like I said previously. So when I knew there was demand and I was profitable already, I started scaling. First week of scaling, this is how I did it. I quickly tested lookalikes, first view content, and it wasn't really profitable. So I went down the funnel and I tested video views. People who watched 50%, 75%, and 95% of the video, created lookalike for those, and those crushed it. It was very profitable, but at the same time I was still horizontal scaling, which means every day I will be testing new audiences, new interests at $5 budgets. So whether that's lookalikes or interests. Now I recommend this. After I saw there was demand, after I saw there was already profit, I contacted my AliExpress supplier. I got the price down from $11.40 to $9.40, plus a custom note for my general store brand for each order. Now this is huge, because that's $2 off your profit margin. Imagine if you're doing 1,000 orders, that would be $2,000 extra profit. Okay, the custom note, I just said there, thank you for purchasing from us. You can go back to my general store. Here's a 10% code, use that to buy more. So big bonus there, it increased my average order value and my return customer rate. And then, so this is within first week, I hired my VA to look after the customer service. I recommend, if you guys are scaling, hire a VA straight away to do your customer service, your order fulfillment. It's just gonna take away all that stress and you can just focus on scaling your business. I was still manually doing order fulfillment using Shopify because I could still handle it. First month scaling, I tested e-packet countries at $5 per adsets. I started off with interest that was working from USA and then transferred that to e-packet countries excluding USA. Secondly, I created lookalikes for the top 4 countries that was doing well from my e-packet countries when I was testing their interest. Same thing, video views, and then I went on to view contents, add to carts, and purchase. After first week, I started retargeting. I started off broad. Everyone who viewed my video, view content, added to cart, 180 days excluding purchase. I was still testing new audiences, interest every day at $5. This is key here. Always test new audiences and interest every single day. So this is roughly 1 month in. This is a lookalike here from USA, and then I started testing the e-packet countries. It was very, very profitable. Okay, I then tested lookalikes, like I said previously, for those top 4 countries only. And at the end of that, I was able to do 30,000 because Facebook doesn't record every single sale, but I was able to do 30,000 for my first month on my general store. So more scaling strategy, vertical scaling. This should say adset here. All the adsets with 3 or more purchases, after 3 days I duplicated to $10. Okay, and then if those $10 are still profitable after 3 days, I duplicate them to $50. So if those $50 are still working, still crushing it, I duplicate them to new campaigns at $100 to $200 budget per ad set. But then I break down the best age, gender, country, and placements. Okay, very important to break that down. You have to identify which audiences are the most profitable. So if those $100 to $200 ad sets are doing well, crushing it for you, I start doing manual bids. Okay, this will be duplicated into $1,000 manual bid. Your target cost will be 1.5 to 2 cost per acquisition. Here you'll be able to do your first 4 to 5 figures per day. So this is 3 months in. I did about $40,000 in ad spend, got about 65,000. This is just from Facebook, but on my store I did about $68,000 by then. And cost per purchase is $20.45. So you might think, oh, he's not profitable at all. Remember, I did upsells here. I increased my price for that product, and I also remember when I contacted my supplier, so I had about $25 profit margin. So I was very, very profitable, but then I felt like my product was dying. Okay, after scaling this much, I didn't know what to do next. I felt like my product was just dying. I can't make it, I can't decrease the cost per purchase anymore. I can't increase my ROAS anymore. So I started panicking. So after 3 to 4 months, my revenue was about $85,000 and profit was 12%. Facebook ads weren't profitable anymore at the end of October. Like I said, I started testing this product back in at the end of June 27. I then started testing Instagram influencer and saw some good return on investment. My first try, I invested $70 and got $1,700 back. Throughout that time from October to December, I was just doing influencers. Mind you, I was still traveling at that time. While doing that, I would just contact the Instagram influencers and send them the payment and the content which is my product. So 27th of June and 16th of December 2018, I hit my first $100,000 store. So I'm just gonna show you guys my first general store that did $100,000. So this was from 27th of June and December 16, 2018. I did my first $100,000. The average order value was around $34. Like I said, the conversion rate for this general store wasn't bad. It's not bad at all. That's pretty high. Typically you would see a general store do about 1.5% to 2.5%. So this is average. I'll show you guys my first month actually. So we go 27th of June, just go July 31st. So first month I did 30,000 alone, 3% conversion rate. Very good, very good. What I could have done better, I wish I tested more creative videos and more audiences, because I got through my audience really quick when I was vertically scaling, doing those manual bids, $1,000 per day per ad set, just using that one original product that I tested initially. I wish I created more videos, so it refreshes for different audiences. They'll see different sides of the videos, and the video just won't get saturated really quick. I also wish I could have branded the product. I knew there was potential. I knew I should have, but I didn't. If I knew what I know now, I probably could have scaled this product to $1 million, okay? The third point here is, I wish I tested other products while scaling this. Huge mistake I see from everyone who find their first winner. I'm guilty of it. I should have tested more products to find different winners, because I was profitable. I could have used 10% of my profit to test other products. Lastly, I wish I could have tried different platforms and more upsells. What I mean by that is not just Instagram, but also like Google Ads or YouTube and other platforms like that. And I wish I could have implemented more upsells, better email marketing, and find similar product that I could introduce as an upsell to increase my average order value for more profit. Now, I did try to bring it back in 2019 a couple of months ago, but I just couldn't make it work anymore. I tried different videos, tried the same audiences, tried the same pixel, different ad accounts and all that stuff. I just couldn't make it work anymore. So if you learned something new here, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and that notification bell, and join our Facebook group as well. It's the first link in the description. It's called the Ecom Action Takers. Be part of the community and the family. I'll see you guys soon.